Okay, I think we got it working this time. Turns out it was a quiet song. Anyway, welcome to the very first official Stromgarde Tournament. With your host, myself, Cryptide, of course, Magpie Man, who's just stepped in, and Sparky, who just went to the bathroom, so should be extra rejuvenated.
Oh, I'm very rejuvenated.
Highly rejuvenated. Incredible. So welcome to the frigid wastelands of Calros, near the ice spikes. The ice spikes are over there. The tournament's here. Got some exciting competition for you ahead of time today. Got some stalls we'll be going over if we get time, and some good matches. And I don't think anybody's seen the bracket yet, so we're going to go ahead and kick that off. Of course, I haven't studied the brackets. I don't know who's on what team until they get started. But let's see. The bracket should be, if I hit the 3 key, should be our first match, if we're going in order, which I'm not sure about, will be Covent, Smashour, and Orange Banana. I will rely on my perky other commentators to fill us in on who's on those teams and what the outlook of some of these matches looks to be.
Oh, yeah. Covent Smashers. Kufu and Such Skills. I mean, my money's going to be on Kufu and Such Skills for that, even though I have not even looked at the other team, which is Adzi and Icy.
It's quite a spicy first match, honestly. I mean, Adzi's a bit rusty, so to speak, so I think that may run against them. I'm not sure if the seeding has been done for this tournament or not.
There is no. This is random seed, I think. So that's why there's a bunch of buys.
That surprise me then. Yeah,
well, sense, then.
As I say, both of these I would imagine thought they'd make a fair run in this tournament, so somebody's going to be upset early on.
Well, I think, yeah, right out of the gate. I think that's going to be a good mix-up with Kufu and Such Skills and Adzi and Icy. Who's Faction Machines and Tom and Jerry? Silent Storm and Rayward versus Silent Storm and Rayward. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Meme Sama and Baby Thomas.
Well, we're going to leave it up to the tournament hosts here, for which will be, of course, Stromgarde's the hosting town. Archer Squid and Inapplicable will be our hosts for the day. I believe they're going to go in whatever order they desire. So, provided all the setup ahead of time has worked, the combatants should be ready to go relatively shortly. So, as far as the arena grounds are concerned this day, quite a far cry from some of our previous battles. There are no obstacles. There is nowhere to hide. This is a pretty pure slaughter grounds, if you will. We'll see how long this snow can stay white, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, there's...
Yes. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it seems like there's like two schools of thought about arenas. Either people prefer it to be purely flat, or some people like to have obstacles.
Yeah, looks like one team's ready already, but I was just going to say something interesting to note is there's no knockback swords in this tournament. Often in these 2v2s, at least to my knowledge, they've been allowed, so I think that's going to change up the fight dynamic a lot. No thorns, of course, that's pretty standard these days. But yeah, the no knockback, I mean, it's going to be hard to run away, let's put it that way. They're going to be short fights, I think.
Beautiful though jukebox music may be, it clashes a slight bit with our super intense trance music that we're hoping to go off with. Probably some communications behaviors getting figured out here real quick. We're waiting for the first active match to be set, at which point we should get a title graphic in the middle of the screen. Our combatants should turn red and blue here once that happens.
It looks like we're waiting to see if Icy is going to be participating. Oh, joining the game. There he is.
Saying Sparky's a tad on the quiet side. If you want to turn him up a touch.
I can scream, that's fine.
I am sad to say I don't believe we will be able to show any votes this day, so you may vote That may or may not go somewhere, but I don't think we're going to be able to show you some fancy, sexy pie charts today, I'm afraid. But feel free to vote anyway. We might be able to reverse engineer the votes and see how well it went. This looks like we've got Such and Q-Fu here versus Adzi and Icy.
Not a team that I would have expected to team up with each other. Adzi and Icy.
Anything you could do for that fat W. Well, while we wait for the combatants to get started, or the fight to start, rather, looks like there's some shout-outs. Oh, we'll shout out later. Let's fight.
Here we go. The first fight for the First Stromgarde Tournament. Oh, that power wide.
Looks like
Yeah,
pretty
they-
even.
They split off into their 1v1s.
Yeah, interesting. Nobody's trying to, you know, run away when they're repotting. Then they're not putting much distance between them and their opponents at all. You know, they're getting right in there.
I am really surprised to see that they're kind of split into 1v1s, although now they're looks like a 2v1. I would have expected right off the bat that somebody might have been getting focused.
Adzi getting a bit isolated. I think both teams are doing well, as when their teammate is reorganizing their inventory, they're sort of taking some of the pressure off them. Exactly. Oh, I see in a bit of trouble here. It's taking quite a lot of unnecessary damage.
Oh,
but
there
Adzi
goes
getting
Adzi.
caught against the wall.
Can Icy pull off a 1v2
Not what you want to
comeback?
do.
He cannot.
Not at all.
And this is a best of 2 wins.
Best of 3. Every match is a best of 3. I am told the finals match will be a best of 5.
Oh.
The code is not supporting that, so there will be. It will claim a victor after the 3rd match, regardless. But we will ignore that for the final, of course. Some fancy new tech for the arenas this time. Combatants have a tourney ready command they can type, which will teleport them to their ready location in their bays. Combatants die also have an auto respawn in the potions room, as well as no inventory drop when they die, just to smooth things up, speed them up a little bit.
Yeah. No losers bracket. Important to know. So you know, it's all or nothing.
I think it's yeah, we've had enough tournaments in Loka's past that we know that these things can drag on pretty long if you have a loser's bracket, especially when pot PvP is as slow as it is. So, in all in the name of speed, then shorter and sweeter is better.
Hopping out to clear up some of the snow that had fallen onto the road.
I should have put
Zamboni.
I put a barrier
That's
block
the word
circle.
I was looking for. Somewhere. Thank you, Spike.
Put a barrier block circle around this, but I didn't cap the barrier blocks, so yeah, we might have some snow accumulation, but I think that's all the more fun. Part of the allure, as well as struggles of living in the about as far north as you can in Calrose. Music is a bit loud. I can turn that down a little bit. Tell me if that sounds all right.
Alright, looks like we're ready to go.
This is
a must
round
win
2
for
of
Adzi.
3. If the Coven Smashers win this, they win the round. Or win the match.
Interesting to see if
Yeah,
any
right.
strategy change. Splitting off to 1v1s immediately.
Kind of looked like Adzi was running back towards Icy though to try to stick together. But I don't think they're going to do that again.
Q-Fu representing the Asian
Such good-
continent.
Had an opportunity to 2v1 there, but chose not to.
Adzi is really just taking a lot of damage right now. Such
He
skills
looks like
is
he could
stuck
be in
on
trouble.
He does.
Yeah,
Got some. The washed up orange might be a little bit. I don't even know the word for when fruit goes bad. I don't want to call him rotten. He's a little much.
I see in a bit of trouble now. He's trying to relieve the pressure. He's taking a lot of hits. Gonna
Such
be
skills
alright.
just staying on
Actually,
Adzi.
looks like he was trying to capitalize on that because he was on the run there a little bit, trying to repot.
Yeah. Interesting, they're sticking to the same partners. Adzi trying to 2v1 here, but looks like Icy's
Ooh,
trying
we're
to get away
pulling out
from
the
that wall.
bow. That's kind of effective.
A little fight reset there. Everybody gets a repot for a second. Oh, and Icy
Oh,
goes
Icy
down.
getting
Down,
taken
he had
out.
even.
Looks bad for blue team here.
Drop
Right
bad.
That's a great arrow placement.
Covenant Smashers wins round
Decisive
2
2-0.
That advances him.
Possibly a touch rusty as we suspected, but it was a very good performance from Kifu and such skills, so credit to them. They move on.
Covenant Smasher will go on to fight Fruity Tooty Snooty Booties.
Yeah,
Which
that's,
I like the name, but the only thing that triggers me is booties, IES, not booties, YS.
Looks like-
Who taught these kids English? Gosh.
Melon is not a fruit and moist bee.
Regrettably, I wasn't able to get the. Oh, you know, I didn't get the replay. I forgot to hit the replay button. I can do that for the next one. But fax machines versus Tom and Super Jerry. You can disregard the seeding numbers. They are in this tournament irrelevant. The seeding is random, so don't read into the 4th seed here. But yeah, as I was saying, regrettably in the last 1v1 tournament, some of you might remember, we had the names of the combatants up top with the little boss bar, and we're using it to display the health changes, but wasn't able to get the tech for that figured out for 2v2 just yet. It would have been a little difficult to probably read, because it would have been overall team health, and I don't think anybody wanted to see 4 bars up there, so.
Yeah.
That said, I could have probably done a side scoreboard. As always, there is tech to be innovated on for some of these tournaments, but most importantly, the tech that helps us move along is there's actually an API integration between Loka and Challenge, if that's how you say it, which helps run the tournament, sets the active matches, manages everybody turning blue and red for their leather armor, and auto advances the matches and puts the scores in. So it takes a lot of the burden off the tournament hosts dealing with that, and so they can focus on the actual tournament. While our combatants get ready, I think it's time to take a short tour of the VIP lounge with illicit activities, apparently, on some of the tables. Looks like Euros, Benevita, Fate, and Capper are VIPs.
I think Capper was able to buy his way into the VIP lounge with all the money he scammed off me.
Ooh, so we got some salty boys, right? Alrighty.
He had a genius strategy. Can't fault that.
I don't see any pom-poms in the crowd, regrettably.
Ooh, one
Well,
sec,
the old pom-poms unfortunately went away with the old Mojang fix to them, but
Yeah, I'd like to
still
call out
purchase.
Cryptite here. I think this is a conspiracy. They refused to fix the broken carrots so that we would have to spend orbs on these pom-poms right here.
Yeah, I wrote specifically to Mojang asking them to fix that because it was going to cut into our profits, our extraordinary profits. What is it? 10 orbs for a... What do we even call it?
I think it's 40.
probably call it no texture block, I would imagine, or something.
I see
along those
Missing
lines.
texture, yeah. 40
Missing
orbs right
texture,
there.
you go.
40
80
orbs?
orbs in total.
That's a steal.
Oof.
You only need 2 of them.
That's
Just
a lot
saying.
of
I
money right there.
mean, you can have a pom-pom on your head. Let's not rule that one out.
Also true.
Fireworks going off in the crowd.
And the crowd goes wild.
Steve does ask a good question. Hopefully Strom has disabled their town perks. I'm not sure
I would hope
which
so.
fighters are in Stromgarde actual, but we should ensure that that's been... yeah, execute Archer just so we can tell. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry are the newest entrants to the tournament. Mean Sama and Faded Thomas. Or Tom Hughes, I don't know which we should be calling him.
I cannot check because I'm a streamer. Or I'm the streamer, but perhaps Sparky or Magpie can consult with the tournament host to ensure they have their perks turned off.
I have seen the question raised towards them, so I assume that was it's switched on.
Typically, the beginning of these
Yeah.
tournaments is a bit slow as everybody kind of gets familiar with the process of potting up and getting all their stuff ready. Things tend to go a little smoother over time. This is, again, Stromgarde's first tournament. They are probably experiencing the high levels of stress that come with any event run on Loka by the community. A lot
I can
more
confirm their down perks are off.
hot diggity dog. All right, it seems like the fight has begun. It seems like a 1v2. Very good.
Yeah, I guess it looks like Rayward not showing up.
No shit. Silent choosing to go in on his
Very,
own.
very
I
weird
mean,
thing to do.
all credit to him.
Bravery is its own reward.
Respect to Meme. Oh, I was going to say he was going to let him do a little 1v1 there. I guess that didn't pan out for very long. Can Silent Storm pull off what many thought was impossible?
Looks like Silent Storm doesn't
I mean,
have
not-
a fire rate either.
Yeah, I was just about to say, no fire res isn't helping the situation.
Yes,
Certainly
that is
adding to the disadvantage.
preparedness is a hell of a thing.
Perhaps the fire res came from Rayward.
Looks like me and Sam are going to play the honourable game and stand aside and let Thomas
That is
do
until
all the
Faded
fun
Thomas
stuff.
loses a little more health than he's comfortable with. Let's see if Silent can pull
Mm.
something.
Are they going to tag team each other out here? Or
A little bit of a standoff.
A little bit of a Mexican standoff going on. Again, Sam taking the fight.
Sure hope he's playing with a low fire texture pack because it's hard to see with fire on your screen. That's for sure.
He certainly is doing his best. That's
I
definitely
mean,
notable.
I'm amazed he's lasted this long. honestly.
Well, I mean, if it's only really a 1v1, not a whole lot going on here. It's a very slow fight. These are two combatants that I would say are not terribly comfortable either fighting or there's nerves. Nerves is quite a hell of a thing when you got, some 78 odd people watching you fight. No pressure.
Well, or they're just here for screen time. There's always that option.
Oh,
Oh.
Silent Storm
Good
killing
man.
Thomas.
Is this
I'm
gonna be
told
the
Thomas
great-
has some pretty good lag right about now.
Oh
the
my god,
greatest
certainly
comeback.
that's an upset though. If Silent Storm pulls this off, my god.
Oh, he's got a pretty good train
He's
running on
certainly,
him
yeah,
right now.
absolutely doing some damage to Meme Song.
No fire res and a 1v2. This. I mean, he
This
couldn't
could
stand
be
the
the
odds much
meme of
further
the
against
tournament.
himself. Unless he armed himself with simply a stick, I don't know how many more handicaps he could give himself right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
I did bring up the
Looks
music
like
a little
he's
bit. Let us know if
holding
it's
it,
too loud.
A little bit of break here in the fighting as they kind of
Yeah.
reset.
I mean, health potions may come into this. Silent, obviously, using quite a lot so far.
Yeah.
Could prove a problem.
Unfortunately, there's just not enough snow on the ground to roll around and get that fire doused. So we'll be fighting on permafire, it looks like.
One wonders how the fire doesn't melt the snow.
and Meme
Meme
got
does
him
walk away
down.
with the win.
Still, quite a great show
No.
for Silent Storm.
Yeah, very good effort. He did still have a few more pots left. It didn't quite reach the kind of complete finale of the fight. But he was close. I think in the end, they were both on similar numbers of health pots left, so very close fight indeed.
A reminder to any of our tournament participants, you can type /tourney space ready if you are in the active match, in the two teams that are in the active match. That will teleport you to your bay, which sometimes is a little easier. If perhaps the doors are being a little lazy to open for you.
Some people commenting about the design of the arena looking quite good. I do have to agree, and I think it was Q-Fu and Curly that constructed it.
Yeah, I believe they got a
I'm
little
not
bit of help
mistaken.
from a few other people, but yeah, they put this up in quite a short space of time, honestly.
River
so-
and Capper as well, yeah.
Yeah, the shout-outs as we were mentioning earlier. Primarily Curly and Q-Fu doing the builds. Sponsored by Steaks Banana Leaf. I'm sure that's exactly what I think that is. Special thanks to Jomo, if that's how you pronounce his name, inapplicable. Steak and Thanius for supplying and helping with the tournament. Apparently there's free cookies and cake from Born.
That's
I'm sure there's no scams going on there.
The only
Heck of a
kick I want
gambling.
is from J&J's tournament stall.
Yeah, we need to get. Yeah, I know, Busco. I know. I miss the health indicators too. It's a little hard for us. Where even the spectators are completely blind as to how much health anybody's got.
Everyone shout it out as you're fighting.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Let us know. Let us
Out
know
of
how you-
shulkers, J&J have already run out of shulkers. They either were woefully unprepared for the tournament, or business is working exactly
I
as
think
designed.
business is booming. I think is the.
Perhaps.
Yes, I do recall there being quite a long line just to get your order in.
Looks like Silent Storm's just about ready now. Still alone. Ray Ward, his teammate, hasn't shown up miraculously at the last minute.
That's rather unfortunate. But given how the last round went, I would not be shocked to see Silent Storm still pull it off.
Still no fire res on Silent Storm's side. He hasn't got a loan from anyone or anything.
I mean, maybe that's the strat, something that we don't know about.
I mean, it gives you one more health potion, I guess, but I don't know whether that quite offsets all the damage and annoying knockback that comes with fire.
I don't know that it helped him last round.
And
Here we
let's
go. They're off. Be curious to see if they honor the 1v1 again, or if they're a bit worried this time about the potential of Silent causing an upset.
see. Oh,
So it does look like they're going to respect the 1v1 here. Not Tom
Yeah.
Hughes and Silent Storm going at it again.
Thomas.
I think
is
Meme Sama
reportedly
is
a laggy
confident
player.
enough that if Tom does go down, that he can still take it. So props to making it interesting, I suppose.
Yeah.
Silent, not Silent. I assume Tom Hughes doesn't have a fire sword. Then is this? is it
Or I
only
think he
Meme Sama that
he maybe
does?
got some fire resist going on. Possibly wizened up a little bit.
It does look like, yeah, it looks like the particles
Yeah, he's
coming
got the
out from
particles.
Mario's,
Oh.
fire is there.
Must have pulled one out last minute because I didn't notice it.
Ooh, Silent doing a bit of damage there, getting Tom Hughes on the run. Meme Sama coming in, they're trading places, it looks like.
It's-
A little bit of a tap out.
Tag me in, boss.
Silent holding his own then.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful not to get stuck against that wall. That's what got the better
Those
of
corners
us.
are dead there.
You can just get crit chained into the wall and you're never escaping that.
Possible tap back in here for Tom Hughes. Well, looks like Meme Sama's going to stay the course.
This is an unusual fight, to say the least.
Oh, and
Oh, no, they're both
they
going.
just suck.
Okay.
I think they're just toying with him.
There's a lot of swinging going on, folks, and a lot of missing going on at the same time. So, but a duel of the two master anglers.
I think Silent Storm is someone we've seen come a long way in terms of PvP because he's certainly been increasing damage in fights.
Oh yeah, I mean kudos to anybody who's entered the tournament. A lot of people tend to chicken out, shall we say, as they're worried they'll put on a bad show. So all credit to everyone who has entered.
It's the only way to get better.
Indeed. Faded with a few misses. Silent might have him here. No, he has managed to get those pots down.
I wouldn't give her health indicators right about now.
Well, they're not dead. We can say that.
I can tell you one thing. Yeah, one of two states. They are either alive or dead. End of
Thomas
list.
is down to his last 4 health potions though,
This
so
could be bad for him.
I think unless his teammate's going to tag in some health pots, he's going to be in some trouble.
Oh, it looks like 3 now.
Yeah.
2, do we do a countdown?
This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. Everybody gets one more reset.
Silent, obviously fighting far more efficiently. He's doing
I think
absolutely
he's
fine.
begging for
Tom
Meme Sama
Hughes
to
Give me
trying
in,
to
give me in!
Tap in. He's swinging there.
panicking.
Silent's not having it. He's
Was
going
Was that a
up.
request? Was that a potion drop? Was that what that was? A resupply?
Oh, Meme Sama in the
oh,
corner there. Silent doesn't take
Silent should have stayed with him. I think he wants to get Thomas down. I think he feels that Thomas is low and he's got a chance of taking him
So
out.
respect from both sides, it seems.
I mean, he's got to hit him though. That's the important. He's getting some hits in now. Here we go. This might force the pot. Here we go. Down to 1 pot for Thomas. Silent reorganizing his inventory there.
Trying to get some more buffs.
Oh,
Tom.
taking the
Oh,
helmet off.
got a
What
loss
did it
of a
bring?
helmet.
Oh dear. I think
That really could be the
no, it's
end.
for him. Meme
Pulling
Sama
out the bow.
not showing any empathy towards his teammate here. Just
And
happy
there
to
he
watch him fall.
Somewhat unexpected at this point, but he falls.
Now,
Quick
Silent
replay
obviously,
Oh, doesn't have it working. Regrettable. Let's see if I can get the replay stuff working.
Question remains, will Meme Sama clean up?
Interestingly, Meme Sama is down to just health potions.
Yeah, I did notice Meme Sama used some strength and swiftness there, but then quickly backed out to let Tom Hughes fight.
I wonder if that's going to play into this. I mean, Silent's obviously got a massive disadvantage in terms of resources, but with Fire Res this fight, he might stand a chance. He might be able to
It could make it honestly could make the difference. Silence down, what, 2 health pots?
2
now.
potions now. Yeah, Meme Sama's really drained him of quite a lot of pots. He's gonna have to go really aggressive here, Silent. Oh, it's not looking good. It's all or nothing now. It's down to 0 pots.
Meme Sama doesn't seem to be a jump critter. Perfectly happy just sitting on the ground and getting hits in.
And that damage really could make the difference for Silent.
Silent making sure his saturation is fully up, because that's the only way he's going to restore hearts at this point. Not playing aggressive as I feel he should be. I feel like...
Yeah, I mean, it
just
does
kiting and
not have
running
anything
around
to
is
lose
not
there.
gonna bode well. And he falls there. A valiant effort from Silent.
Quite, yeah.
Yeah, Silent just ran out of juice. Best you could do. Oh, you know what? That did screw up the bracket a little bit because there wasn't a second person on
to
Silent
dive
Storm's.
into water.
Yeah, so we'll might
Have
need
to
to
manually
fill that in manually here real quick. Let's see if I can do that. Fix things up a bit. Mark as in progress.
So that is team Tom and Jerry advancing to the next round.
Yep, and then we've got Epic Gamers.
Alrighty
Versus-
then.
Versus
ITF.
ITF.
I'm afraid to assume what that stands for.
Looks like Epic Gamers is Tommen and Tryhard versus ITF, DDNN, and it's your boy AJ.
From my limited knowledge, I would suggest that the favourites here would be Tiki and Tryhard, but I haven't seen much of the other 2 fights, so it looks like they're off quickly though. Straight away.
The game
All
is on.
participants are here for this round.
And
Right,
Axe,
ready to go.
interestingly, for It's Your Boys, this is an interesting tack. DDN going down
Ooh,
in beat.
whoa,
Oh
that
my
was a
God.
damn near
Great drop.
instant drop. What in the world happened? Somebody forgot to
That
pot
was
up or
not
something.
expected for me.
I'm thinking somebody wasn't. No pots? Wow. Well, let's go to the replay and see if we can catch anything that happened there.
It was over
mean,
before I could even
That
see
was just an absolute destruction. Goodness gracious me.
it. And somewhat interestingly, like, appeared to be a 1v1, both of them going down individually.
We can watch the replay again. Why not? Yeah, both. Can I get a confirmation
Not
by our
single
viewers how to
sorry.
pronounce T. Cuman's name? We need to settle this once and for all. This is one of them.
This is another excellent debate.
Tammon, says Steve.
Tammon.
Tammon
For
says
the kids out
Lamb.
there, the number 4 is a great replacement for A. Q, not so much.
Not so
I don't
much,
know what the
yeah.
obsession with Q is. Not Thomas also with the Q.
Tammon or Taman?
True sign and
Not
true sign and-
Tammon, apparently. Tammon.
Oh, is the Q supposed to represent both an A and a Y? Wait.
I don't
understand.
know.
How do you pronounce a double A though? That's my question.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I got it.
I thought that was AAH.
Tom. I guess that's the English way of pronouncing
Woman.
it, right?
Hammond.
Well, we're off again.
All right.
They've potted up.
This, I think Alem is saying Team
Let's
Men.
see if we're gonna see any health pots being dropped this fight.
AJ goes
This is
for
Chloe
BDN
blowing
getting
out the
double
bow
teamed
here.
straight from the start.
Another 1v1 situation.
Boy, AJ
Oh,
just.
God,
I don't know
already.
that AJ is comfortable with using pots to stay alive in a fight. It
Oh,
appears.
BDN's doing all right.
Yeah. Big credit for staying alive.
Lasting a lot longer than last time.
Well,
Getting
he's
stuck in a
getting
corner.
The
Yeah,
2v1.
yeah,
It's just
not
too
the
much.
best thing you want to do. Well, that was a wildly decisive match. And a quick one at that.
But a big improvement on round 1. So,
Certainly much faster than round 2.
indeed.
We'll go on to fight
Or-
Epic Gamers.
Team
Epic
2.
Gamers, and there's also another team called 5MS Gamers, and I would like to see the two
It's
gamers
the true
go
gamer.
together.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling I know one of the members on 5MS gang.
Do you now?
Probably Party Mario, who like always has 5MS.
Uh-huh. Could very well be.
And
Next
I'm
up.
right, yeah.
All right. So we got Chunky Monkeys versus the Bean Boys next. And who do we look to see in that fight?
Exploding Bull and Wem for the Chunky Monkeys. The Bean Boys are Froggy
Oh.
Fruit and Rage.
Apparently the team name is not 5MS Gamers, it's 5MS Gang. Interesting.
Well, somebody typed it wrong because I had it original as Gang, and then it was Gamers. So you win
Some
some,
indecision in the team.
somebody changed something.
Alright. Get some bow shots in while they're potting up.
Trying to get that saturation, I think.
Yeah.
All these fights pretty much start with as a 1v1 on both sides. I'm doing a lot of damage to Rage.
Froggy
here.
getting in a bit of trouble. Rage has got to help him out here.
Trying to eat while getting hit. Never a good idea in my opinion.
Rage just
Rage
that was a 5 combo, just complete takeout for a win.
And,
Yeah.
for Froggy, it looks like.
Froggy's been on the back foot for a long time in that fight. He was really struggling. I think Rage left him too long with a 2v1, and you know at that point Froggy couldn't even bail Rage out when the tables turned. So, but unfortunate. I mean, I think this is the no knockback sword having a huge impact, and I suppose nowhere to hide in the arena as well. You can't kind of get these resets, so to speak. And pressure is a massive deal.
Oh, I do see a pom-pom. Thanius breaking out that bad boy. See, this is what we talk about when we talk about pom-poms. This is what we expect to see. We used to have cheerleaders back in the good old days. Thanius.
believe
There we
those,
go. Representing the triple palm. Somebody give that man some Opix. Quick.
Looks like they're ready immediately. This is some very quick repotting between these two teams.
Oh,
There we go. Probably gave himself some Opix.
all right, here we go. Round 2.
Oh, an
Froggy
attempted
missing
bow
with
shot.
one shot, he got the
Complete
other
whiff.
one.
Well, I
Easily.
have to wonder if he's not trying to knock them off of their buff up.
Yes,
Well.
and moved them away from the. Although, are you even allowed knockback on the bow?
Bow? No, I don't believe so.
Punch, should I say?
Say that. Froggy's taking a lot of damage from both right now. They're kind of focusing in. Gets away.
Yeah,
moves a little bit.
right now, and this is the moment. If you put them on the back foot and then they're never able to take the pressure off their teammate without putting themselves under extreme pressure.
Interesting that red team here isn't always sticking to a 1v1.
Burning through potion. Froggy is literally just throwing potions down. He's doing nothing
Yeah,
else.
absolutely.
What is happening?
Rage seems to be having a
goes
little better
down.
luck. I just don't
I'll
think
be
it's going to
heading.
pay off.
Yeah, I mean, Froggy was just nothing but throwing potion. He was just desperately trying to stay alive there.
Yeah. And with that, Chunky Monkeys moves on.
It's a good fight. They've kept the pressure up the whole time. They didn't give
that
Bean
pressure
Boys
is
a
absolutely huge.
chance to do anything other than throw potions down and try and stay alive.
Do we
They're
have a
going
link
face
to the
Team
bracket at all?
Rocket.
Let's see, I want to add Minecraft.
So they'll move on to face the Woke Lemon and Illusions with 2 eyes.
So next up we have 5MS Gang versus NATO. 5MS
Yep.
Gang, as we mentioned, Lighty and Sleepy Mario versus Bob the Builder and Raiko. 2 people I've not actually seen fight.
Yeah, this is the last of the first round matches.
And it looks like somebody left Froggy Fruit's head here in the middle of the arena.
Little gift for the next set of combatants.
Next team.
I mean,
Oh.
it is a problem.
Oh.
Having heads in your inventory though.
Euro
Often they'll
spin,
throw it out.
breaking through the glass there to snatch it up real quick.
Same with these bottles that have been left. They can cause a little bit of a problem, but they're getting off straight away. There we go. Both teams
Here they
potting
go.
up straight off the bat. Oh,
Oh, looks like Lighty does not have fire res.
That is going to cause a
Another-
problem.
Potentially.
Some of
Putting
them
off in their 1v1
like
still
this
here.
experience. I'm surprised they don't have fire res. I mean, I can only assume it's just a lack of preparedness. Forgot to bring it.
This does seem to be a, you know, if I speak too soon, an even match.
Yeah,
here.
Mario's got himself
It's
cornered and he's in
yeah.
big trouble there if they can keep this going. Interestingly,
They're
Bob
able
the Builder choosing not to go and help Raiko
Oh,
out
but he
there, and he's
calls.
now fallen.
Turning this into a 2v1.
The tables have turned. Mario
Yeah,
putting in
good
some
Raiko.
serious work. Even without fires, they managed to take the win. Yeah, I feel like when Mario was cornered against the wall there, I think if Bob had come in and helped his teammate out, they could have taken
yeah.
the bat.
I'll be interested to see how round 2 might change.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Mario was able to squeeze his way out, I mean, he was nearly completely locked into that corner, but he did just manage to squeeze out, and from then on was dealing some serious damage.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it, you know, from the start they were trading a lot of crits there. It seems pretty even.
Yeah, this feels like it may be our closest match. So far, at least. If we're ignoring the silent storm.
But don't worry about all that right now.
I really would have loved to have seen how that would have went had Rayward been there.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been... It's hard to say. I mean, the strategy went from a 1v1 to a 2v2 is drastically different, I would argue.
I know Ray generally prefers to wield an axe as well, so that could have shown his face and presented a different situation. Looks like Lighty's ready up, waiting on the other participants.
Looks like everyone's in position.
Here we go.
All right.
And they're off.
Yeah, splitting into the 1v1 straight away.
I really do respect that. It makes it a lot more interesting.
It's also, I do wonder if they specifically target a player because they break into the same 1v1s as last time. Bob going for Mario and Lighty on Raiko. Bob nearly getting 2v1.
Ooh.
Raiko did get 2v1 as Bob was reparting, and now Bob is left in a really sticky
Raiko the first
situation.
to fall this time.
Bob holding his own for now. I mean,
And
yeah,
there
he
he goes.
does fall eventually. Bob taking a little too long to pot originally, or repot should I say. Left Raiko in a 2v1 where he just got sandwiched and taken out. Very, very quick. A bit more communication there might have helped them out. If
For sure.
Raiko had known he was in a 2v1 situation, he could have tried to strafe a little bit and buy Bob a little bit of time, but
That does complete our first round of matches. If we are led to believe that this will continue in order, then we shall be seeing our favorite, well, my favorite team name so far, the Fruity Tooty Snooty Booties against a Coven Smasher, as it were.
Melon is not a fruit and moist pea versus Q-Fu and such skills.
Yeah.
I gotta side with Q-Fu and such skills on this one. Definitely.
Well, they had a very, very strong performance against the orange bananas or whatever they called themselves.
And I know a lot of people hate fighting both Q-Fu and such skills because of their ping. It seems to give them a definite advantage.
Yes, being from Asia does mean they are arguably at a disadvantage, but it does kind of work both ways in some respects. If you've got a slightly higher ping, it can play in your favor sometimes. It does.
Can also sometimes hurt you. Rather upset moment, but I do think that their team is one that we could see in the semifinals.
I'm curious if round 2 broke due to us manually changing the bracket. Correct.
Are they saying that something went amiss?
Yeah, the GUI is not showing up in
for round
game.
2.
Yes.
You know, that's the part we didn't test, as it turns out. I might be able to do...
Let's see.
I wonder why that would be.
We're trying. Give a shout out to all the people making fat stacks with their stalls right now. Disappointingly, however, the E-Girl dunk tank was closed prior to the tournament.
Oh no, how come?
I think they weren't able to quite get it to work. Not sure what the situation on that was.
Oh, mechanical issue, not dirt.
We may have to just go ahead for now without the tech. I don't think there's much I can do to hotfix this without some manner of a server restart at all.
Well, it looks like Coven Smashers is at least ready to go.
I will do some hot checking on my local end and see if I can fix or figure out what's going on. I doubt I can instantly fix it though, but we'll see. Maybe we'll be lucky.
We'll say I'm looking forward to seeing the crowning of the champions here in this hall. Or can we get a reminder on what the winners get?
I don't recall what our
I
don't believe 2v2 tournaments reward titles, or at least they don't. They reward, Victor. I think, victor, but they don't. You don't get a single champion as you would with a.
Yeah. A lot of Lord fully enchanted.
Oh, it's like 2 Lord enchanted God swords. Yeah. Which is something different from other ones. I guess it's probably the split between the team of 2.
Exactly.
24 diamond blocks. That's not nothing.
I haven't seen the actual Lord themselves. I believe it is in the Hall of Champions. I feel like it was displayed there. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, no, it's not there. I thought I caught it there a couple of days ago, but perhaps not. Looks like we are ready to go though.
Oh, this might be a little sketchy here, as I might get yanked into a different server as soon as my local server pops up.
2v1s. Moist and Q-Fu. Going at it. Such skills chasing Melon into the corner. Melon desperately trying to get out, and he falls. Leaves Moist P with a 2v1 here.
Such skills is on Moist P,
like such skills on Moist P.
Well, that too.
He's holding up fairly well. I'm surprised he's lasted this long.
Definitely. He's definitely using pots quite quickly.
And he does fall in the end.
Momentary bracket while we look at stuff in the background.
Yeah, always the risk of splitting your team into two 1v1s is
Mhm.
if one of you ends up on the wrong end and you get kind of cornered, you've got no one to help you out, and it's pretty much game over once you fall. The
Right.
reverse sweeping is just so hard to do. I mean, I know Silent gave it a good go, but even then,
Definitely,
he was often in a 1v1. It's all about that first kill.
Well, now it works for me. Uh,
As I say, I
programming
think it may have been a
101. Well, it
manual
works on
message.
my end. All right, we're gonna give this a
Yeah.
thing here. Let's just reload
Whoever
this
wins these
thingy.
sets of fights is going to move on to the semifinals.
All right.
Yep, there is I'm pretty sure there is a third place playoff as well, because there are rewards for third place.
The bronze match, yes.
Yeah, so everybody who reaches the semi-finals will have at least 2 more matches.
Looks like we got the Covent Smashers ready again. Just waiting on the other team.
All right. Looks like we got it working.
All right. Other team looks like they're about ready, so we should be.
Although it doesn't
facing off
know there
here.
has been one round to go. That one round has already been. So I don't know. how
That it
that's-
might be able to read if I actually fill in the score, but we can make this. We can work this out for now. Not too worried about it.
And we're off. Melon's teammate.
Oh, it looks like a bit of technical difficulties here. He got
Melon ran in,
teleported there.
suddenly panicked, turned around.
There we go.
He wasn't
Now they're
really.
off.
Can we get an instant
We got
replay on
something
that? That
right
was
there
quite
now.
entertaining.
Unfortunately, I don't think I got a good
Anyway,
replay of
never
that.
mind.
But we'll try it.
Never mind.
All I saw was fight, and Moist B was on
I think
the other
they're
team's
happy to
side.
continue.
Melon just taking nothing but damage from such right
Absolutely,
now.
yeah. And Moist B
Moist
Oh,
goes
Moist
down
being
off
taken
camera.
down.
Does look like Melon is up against the wall though.
I'm curious if they will.
Still
this
putting up a good
particular
fight,
match
He's
taking a lot of damage.
With his body.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have gone down.
Alright.
Uh,
That is a 2-0 victory.
Looks like Melon had been almost completely bled of his health pots.
yeah. A wonderful moment, him coming out of the stall, podding up, and then turning around in panic
What?
as he realised he's on his own.
Where'd he go?
Oh, we've begun our next match already. Or though, sort of.
Oh, I think.
Wait a
that's
minute.
in
Where'd Thomas go?
Some element. Is Thomas...
I believe Thomas went the way of the Ray Ward. Oh, seems like people are being TP'd out, so there might be
Looks like
I
there
think,
was,
I think that was a full
premature,
false start.
false start,
offense,
false start.
10-yard penalty. First down.
Be curious how they actually stand up in a 2v2. Obviously, facing Silent in round 1.
They got a little
We haven't
sneak
really
peek there.
seen much of them, and we haven't at all seen their opposition, so... Although I'm not quite sure...
I believe we're on
Yeah.
now. Oh, meme just goes
Miss
down instantly, and I
Amago.
suspect
Oh.
Thomas may follow suit very shortly. We'll see how long he can stay alive. Try hard. I think they're willing to let a 1v1 play out. Pretty confident in their abilities. Oh, yeah.
And they do take them down.
Just hard to go against anybody called Epic Gamers. It's pretty winning.
Oh,
name.
we've got our first vomit into the field here. The crowd getting very drunk, it appears.
Do we now? Show me the vomit. Could be anywhere.
I don't
Oh,
think that's
dear.
possible.
How did they... Oh, you can puke through corners. Minecraft's a great game.
As one does, as one does.
Unfortunately, there's no way to clean up the puke. Only time can clean up the puke.
Maybe we can get Tayu back out here and give it an attempt.
You'd have to dig a hole and drop it into the water below, I think.
I hear people drinking fire res, getting ready for the fight.
It doesn't seem puke
that could
lasts
be
that
going
long.
on.
That's helpful.
Me and Sam are still waiting for Tom Keys.
Thomas. I think you can call him Thomas. Unless
I
you're
will call
committed
him.
to the cues. In which case it's cumin.
I take issues with the cues. So.
Them's is fighting words, I think.
Looks like he has arrived down there.
Can they pull off what would be a likely upset? Let us
Yeah,
find
this is
out.
looking like the favourites. The Tryhard and
2Q
Tame,
men.
and I just I did second guess myself.
Oh,
Thomas
gosh.
goes down with a
Very
beheading.
Yeah. Letting it play out as one.
Summer with the 1v2.
Oh no, they're not even playing it out. They're
they're
just taking
They
them
want
out
the
as quickly
semifinals.
as possible.
They absolutely want the semifinals.
I mean,
That
that's
is
been
going to
two
be a good
dominant
semifinals
performances.
match.
They are.
absolutely,
They've got to
yeah.
be the favourites.
That's definitely going to be a good matchup.
I look forward to it very much.
I don't even think I could bet on that one. And I have a lot of shards to bet, believe you me.
Team Rocket next up versus the Chunky Monkeys. Let's see
You gotta
if,
admit, I think that's my favorite game right there, the Chunky Monkeys.
if we can get a Ben and Jerry's victory or whether Team Rocket will blast off again.
Yeah, we haven't seen Team Rocket yet. I don't believe.
Lemon and Illusionates.
Right.
Oh god. That's
Unknown entity.
Unknown entity. Better not be. Not on my logo.
Illusionates.
But yeah, Team Rocket, again, a pretty dominant performance in round one. I would argue are probably the favourites to move on.
Really? I was actually gonna say Chunky Monkeys exploding
Really?
goal and win,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, might be in for a good one then.
Absolutely, yeah.
More puke in the red team bay, seems like.
I hope they're not going into the arena drunk because it's not going to end well for them if that is the case.
VIP lounge might be getting a little too crazy.
A little too VIP.
Yeah. 2 VIP, 3, 5 me. Or something like that. Who is Lemon's partner here?
Looks like it is
Illusion.
supposed to be Illusionez. No
Doing great.
idea.
Oh, Illusion. Oh, right, Illusion.
Oh yeah, we got some drunk people. They're so drunk they're taking damage over here. I suppose what happens in the VIP room stays in the VIP room. Unless you're looking through a fence, in which case everybody can see it, so never mind.
I do believe it. That is
Illicit
correct.
passing of alcohol through the gates here. Well, third, fourth times. Oh, he's trying to pay for entrance, I see.
Oh, it looks like Illusion's
Oh.
teleport is not working, which was a little bit of a hold up.
Says he doesn't have
Wait.
permission.
To teleport. Illusions shouldn't be doing any teleporting.
No, the Tawny Ready command.
Oh, I wonder if there's a misspelling.
No, I believe there may be because I feel like there might be a.
USIIONES. Looks right to me. He's
Well,
got
these
red
eyes are
armor
down,
on,
so
so
I
he
never
is. Oh,
trust
he's here. Okay. he
Yeah, I
made it.
teleported him there. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sure what the issue he was having with.
Was he in? I wonder. Was he in the arena, the event zone?
He may not.
Well, let's see if he can do some damage.
Oh, the arrow straight away. Not seeing much of the bows so far. occasionally on
Splitting off
fire.
in their 1v1s, naturally.
Oh, Lemon's in trouble
Lemon,
now.
Yeah.
He's run
In the
straight into
corner
a wall.
too
That is
now.
really not where you want to be
Why
going.
would you run into a corner?
Holding on in there for
Lem.
him. Wem trying to capitalize on that.
Yeah, they immediately.
Oh, Wem now in the corner there a bit.
Lucky corner.
Right in front of the VIP booth.
Oh,
Lemon.
Lemon has gone down.
Bad news.
I wonder what happened to Lemon though. Whether he was
Oh.
low on health and he was just repotting, I'm not quite sure, but they were holding up pretty well up until then.
Anybody else have a random dark spot in the middle of the arena floor? Or is that just me?
I think that's just you.
Well, let's just reload these.
It-
things. Nope, that didn't.
Maybe a shaders thing. But...
I don't have shaders on. I'll be darned.
It's all bright for me all the time.
Okay.
Then
Very cool. Guess I got a relog. Never hurts.
oh right, there are
That
lamps
didn't
in the middle. Yeah, that's weird. Don't understand that.
Yeah, you win some news.
Minecraft lighting everywhere.
Classic. 115 should fix these problems and more. And introduce all brand new ones.
Yeah.
Har, har, har. Can Lemon and Illusions, however you say his name, pull off another upset? Well, they didn't pull off an upset in the first place, so let's see if they can pull off the first upset.
It's like we're just waiting on Wem and Bull to get ready. Good. There's
You know,
Wem. And there's
now-
Bull.
now that I'm looking at this bracket, we have not had a game of go to 3 yet. Every single one of these has been a pretty decisive win for one team.
Indeed.
I think that'll change in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, once the really big name PvPers start coming up against,
I think they're wrong.
might start to get interesting. Bit of faking going on.
It looks like that Wem and Bull are trying to 2v1 someone. here.
Whenever they get an opportunity, they're
Yeah.
trying to isolate one of the players, which is it's a good strat, and they're trying to do it here with
Absolutely.
illusions.
Yeah,
Lemon
it's-
helping him out, but now Lemon might get himself into trouble.
Lemon, the
But
eternal
Bull
lagger.
tries to.
Oh, they're going to take advantage of Wem. Wem did find himself on his own for
It definitely feels like Bull's confident in Wem to leave him alone for a little bit.
even Bull here getting 2v1'd and it's not dropping.
Not at all, but he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, having to use awful
Bull with a lag out.
Oh, looks
Uh-oh.
like he's lagging out there.
Ooh.
Definitely taking a lot of hits as a result.
Who needs
Might be in
ping?
trouble here.
But
Lemon and Bull, 2 laggers going against each other.
Oh.
And Wim does take.
the illusions falls anyway.
Illusion's gone down. Lemon with all to do. And he does fall. That's unfortunate. They put up a valiant effort.
And looks like Chunky Monkey's moving on to the semifinals. Oh, somebody, Silent Storm now stuck under the arena.
Good job.
I think that's gonna end in sadness for him.
Right. Have we haven't seen Skadoosh yet?
We have not yet seen Skidoosh face
Excellent.
off
And I was.
versus the 5MS gang.
Which is Lighty and Mario. This should be quite a good fight actually.
Should be quite a good one. I'm gonna give the advantage to Zlan and I was, although I think
Interesting. Yeah, no, this is definitely
this
one I
one
can't.
could go the length.
Could it go the distance?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, with a
Absolutely.
face like that,
I
you
mean,
know, how could you be more sad than anything? What the hell? Is we
X-Man
got
and I
Master
haven't
Chief or
had
what?
a match to warm up yet.
Correct.
They're going in straight away, so they haven't had like a
And Mario and Lighty definitely do have that advantage going for them.
right. They've got a bit of momentum. The nerves as well will play a part.
Where am I going? This is not where I thought I was going to be. Up. Geez, I'm out. I'm out of control, folks.
Looks like we are just waiting on Zlan and Iowas taking their sweet time.
Excellent.
Oh, there they are. I don't know about that.
I don't know. Everybody's name, if they spell it dumb, it's a dumb pronunciation. Me too.
All right.
We're
There
agreed.
we go. Everyone's got their fire res. Think we're ready to go.
Happy Boy and Dark Master Chief versus, well, a furry, frankly. There's no two ways about it. And then, I guess, Deadpool. Let's go!
All right. And they're off. Lighty.
Lighty missing.
Again with all these horrible archers. No wonder they're good at melee.
Well, it looks
combat.
like Zlan is using an axe and a bow
also,
here.
man.
Zlan
See
just
a
going
quick
in
drop?
Mario.
Oh, Mario's gonna get
Mario.
himself in trouble here. Is that Zlan gonna stay in?
Zlan is
Plan
not
had to pot just enough. He got a chance to get out.
Like he's trying to relieve the pressure. It looks like he succeeds a bit.
If I was
Now Iowas is isolated.
Yeah, I was way out of the action there.
Yeah,
They could have had a really easy first kill.
absolutely.
Just a reminder, those interesting sound effects and blood particles are actually aesthetic only. It doesn't mean anything about somebody taking more damage or less damage. Don't read into it if you've never seen it.
Oh, I was not.
Oh, I
was
was
down.
down. The 1v1 versus Mario, and now Zlan has got serious problems.
He's just bleeding pots.
Certainly not dead yet. Oh,
Yeah.
he's dead now.
There you go.
That's gone down.
Maybe ping is everything, folks.
It could be.
Oh, I think they found themselves too far apart through that match, and may have been what cost them, and perhaps a bit of inexperience in this 2v2 format as well.
Well, ever there was a warm-up, that was certainly it.
Yeah, but you know, they lose the next one and they're out of there, so they've really got to turn it on now.
Our 2v2 victors will get most likely permanent placement here in the Hall of Victors, as it were, in Stromgarde.
Looks like somebody on the controls there, jumping the gun a little bit.
Well, it's a bit of a misnomer, sort of. Because you have to turn the doors up and down, and anytime they go down, it's considered a fight, which is probably something that we worked on. Got some fireworks. They look nice. And a smoothly dressed Jomo here. And a mango. It's just too hot to try.
I wasn't land, just re-gearing here.
Busco, lord of the world wonders of Busco. Not sure what number we're up to. 4 or 5 of them, I think. He's just a couple, 2 to 3 shy of a septet, if you will.
Interesting. Waiting on Iowas and X-Man again.
That is
Taking their
disappointing, isn't
sweet
it?
time.
Very disappointing.
I can only imagine.
It'd be a little more punchy.
I think they'd never fought before.
Yeah, really.
Make their opponents wait. Make them
Champion
wait,
Zlan, by the way.
Yes, let's not forget Zlan is a 1v1 tournament victor, champion rather. Victor
the
is
current champion as well, believe it or not.
Oh, that's true. He won the battle. I think it was the tournament of Valencia, I believe, was our last 1v1 tournament.
I think he defeated, I want to say Khufu?
It was definitely Khufu in one of the later rounds. I can't remember whether that was the final.
I can go back to the brackets here real quick and take
I don't seem to recall that the previous champion holder
It was indeed Khufu. Yes.
No, I believe there was a no-show from the old champion. But here we go. We're off. And a bunch of bow whiffs again.
It's just like a tradition now.
I was immediately getting in a bit of a 2v1 scenario. And he's again... They need to stay together, these two.
Zlan trying to relieve the pressure. They are definitely
Again with the
targeting.
corner thing.
Yeah. Mario's getting himself in the corner, but managing to...
I wasn't Mighty, trading a lot of good hits.
Zlan wants some blood, man. He might get it too, at the rate that he's going. Mario's hard pressed to do anything other than
Mario
get stuck
in the corner here.
Life coming to try to peel.
Mario
might be
way
Mario.
more.
still in the corner.
No, why is I was running so far away from the action to revive?
It's scary. It's scary out there.
It looks like they could try to focus Mario here. They can get him in the
I was in a bit of trouble health-wise.
What separates the wheat from the chaff is the teams that will go to 2v1 on whoever seems to be weaker. Iowa's just letting Zlan do a lot of tanking right now. Perhaps they're going to try to pass. Everybody's needing to do a bit of a reset, it seems, right now.
Yeah.
And so they shall.
Looks like they're getting their opportunity here.
All right, and round 2.
Okay,
finally, somebody hit somebody with an arrow.
Oh,
And
man,
again.
Mario.
Well, it's an archery battle. Oh, that's fun.
They are trying to
Like you did a bit better, actually, with the...
Nobody's going to die here, I can tell you that.
Looks like they're going
Mario
to
coming in there.
Replay stuck in a little bit. Slam now got an arrow sticking out
Taking
of his
a
head.
lot of hits. Another 1v1 situation.
Oh, and Zlan goes down.
Falls.
The champion can't handle the heat in a 2v2.
I was in the wall.
Oh, was that a death from an arrow? Kind of looked like it. Kind of looked like it. Almost, not quite.
Quite a good fight, though, from both sides.
It's on to the semifinals, folks. On to the semifinals.
Yeah, looks like I might need to do another reset on that one.
Yeah, it seems it doesn't like
Rounds change.
the round changes for some reason. Fortunately, we have a fix, folks.
That what? Did it go?
So it looks like our first semifinal round will be Coven Smasher versus Epic Gamer.
Yeah, this is where we really get into the meat of the tournament. The last 4 teams are all very, very strong.
We got Tryhard and Taman, TQman
Coleman.
versus
Tickman.
Q and Such Skills. Winner goes on to the finals. Best of 3.
Covent Smasher versus Epic Gamers.
Smasher.
Smash.
We do like to see the Covenant get smashed. That is for sure. That is for sure.
What's this?
Indeed.
There's a silent storm poking out. What are you doing? I got a replay of that. That's fantastic. Here we go. Somebody got him just in time. I think he was drowning.
It's like, we're ready to go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I've got to give it to Tryhard and Taman here. I mean, they've
I'm
been
betting on
so
Q and
dominant.
Such.
They've been so dominant.
Yeah, but maybe they haven't been have a hard fight ahead of them. Maybe they haven't had to fight
Oh, that's
anybody
true.
hard.
This is where the real
Yeah,
test
right.
comes in.
Oh, switching for the 2v2 on the Such there for just a brief moment.
Yeah, and they're swapping around. Although he's getting in a bit of trouble. They might have him here. Such Skills is so far away
Eating.
from this action.
Q and Such are determined to stick to the 1v1.
Yeah,
Unless they can get that opportunity right there on Tryhard to get that 2v1.
Oh, now Taman's in a bit of trouble. Kifu's, it's just a merry-go-round of who's in the 1v2 situation.
They're definitely.
Tryhard's in a bit of trouble, getting into the corner there, but managing to squeeze his way out.
Q is just
Cupid's
kind of
just
trapped
taking
right now.
constant
Yeah,
damage
he's
right
running through a lot of
Absolutely.
potions here. If this match goes the distance, that is going to play a huge part in it.
Absolutely. It seems like Q and Such do a
Kifu
little
down
better
to
when they're
3
closer
health
to each other.
potions. He's only got 3 health potions left already.
And
Tryhard
he falls.
knew it.
Down. Such Skills now in all kinds of trouble.
No, but he pulls out the bow just to create some distance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
what
still
he's
doing fine on resources. He's still got a fair number of health pots left.
He really wants to keep them at bay. So he can
Well,
get a
he's
little
trying to
hit
get a
off of someone.
1v1 scenario, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna let that
I mean,
happen.
it's
It's too much
Doesn't
on the
seem like
line.
he's gonna get it.
he's playing very, very well. I love the use of the bow here.
Unfortunately, in the 1v2, you can do very little but just stay alive longer.
And it has fallen.
Wait for one of them to mess up, perhaps.
I didn't notice them targeting Kifu specifically, but he was so much more drained on resources.
There's a couple times there where he was just isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Sparky with some celebrations.
You call him that.
Well, that's what I would. Oh, different fireworks. Look at you.
It's the best thing they ever added to this game.
Fireworks?
Yeah.
Not cheap as well.
Not my gunpowder. That's Ghibli-Pop's gunpowder right there.
Use as much as you like.
Exactly.
but they do look.
That's like
Now,
that's
the
pretty
loser
cool.
of this won't be gone for good though. There is the third place playoff if they do lose here, so we will be seeing both teams again no matter what happens in this next round. Obviously, if Q4 and such girls want to make the final, they're gonna have to win 2 in a row here.
They're in there ready.
There we go.
Certainly everything on the line here.
Can we get the first 1-1 matchup of the afternoon?
Yeah, this is by far Epic Gamers' most challenging opponents. They really did test them.
Tryhard doing a lot of work on such skills to start off.
Still sticking to the 1v1s though.
Yeah, but they've built a lot of distance, so they can't like transition into these 2v1s. So I think it does seem to be the way to play against this team.
Tommy taking a brief moment there, or try hard to get pots on his op bar. Tommy is definitely using a lot of pots here.
I'm sensing a reset here in a second. Yeah, everybody needs a bit of a
here
break.
it is. Yep.
Here it is.
Quite sure what that arrow was
A
about.
little bit of rebuff.
but,
Just in case you need it. You never know.
they're getting in really close here. This could be a problem. This could isolate someone in the 2v1 if they're not careful.
Red seems like they're on the back foot
Oh.
for the most
Oh
of
yeah,
this.
such skills.
Such was getting out of there very, very quickly and did well actually.
Now they transition onto try hard for the 2v1. The Tommy comes in, try to relieve some pressure.
It was a very even matchup today.
Big distance been built again. Looks like they're trying to isolate Surge Skills here.
Oh, but Tommy goes
Timon
down.
Wow.
Oh,
Such
Such
skills goes down.
to a 1v1.
We got a 1v1, folks. All right.
Oh my god, how did Such Skills fall there?
This
They had
could be
it!
an upset.
Oh, and
No,
Tryhard
Tryhard
walks away with a W.
pulls it out for
Pulls it
Epic
out.
Gamers.
They were out of potions, I think. That's why they were all falling like flies. They'd all drained themselves.
Such a close fight there at the end.
Oof.
I had gone the full distance. All the health potions had been used, and I can only assume Tryhard had a few left, which was why he was the last man standing.
He's
No,
got to
he was
stay in
out
the
as well.
tournament for his
He was
YouTube
out
channel.
of potions as well. That's
Was he
funny.
really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, everybody was clean out.
Can only imagine how badly he is shaking right now.
Oh,
Literally shaking.
That was definitely the best match we've had so far. That was incredible.
Seething.
Seething. Oh, man. The worst word.
Chunky Monkeys versus the 5MS gang.
It'll be interesting to see if
This could be a good
Keith
matchup.
and Such Skills can make third. They will face the loser of this match, and obviously the winner of this will go on to the final.
I think this is going to be a close one. IT Sleepy Mario versus Exploding Bull and Wem.
Yeah, I'm expecting a similar kind of fight to our last one. Once we're into these semi-finals, the 4 teams are all incredibly stacked. So.
You think we said this wasn't the seeded bracket?
It is not a seeded
no,
bracket.
This was.
But still, ending up with good results here. Some good fights.
Here we go.
Lots of
Ooh,
arrows.
Mario getting knocked off the button. Oh,
Let him back in, quick!
knocked into the start again. No, they transitioned to the
Wem in a bit of trouble here. Wem might
Oh,
get
they
himself
do it
isolated again. Wem
Now they're on
holding
board.
his own though. Doing very well in those 2v1 scenarios. Mario in the corner. Mario gets stuck in the corner an awful lot this tournament. He has managed to escape once again though.
Oh, Wem really in trouble there. Taking
Yeah,
a
Bull
lot
relieving
of
some of that
though.
pressure.
Bull's gonna
But
have
now
an
he's
issue.
isolated here.
Gets away.
Okay.
Bull just hanging out.
Yeah. I might have a 2v1 on Lighty. Lighty
Oh.
using the bow effectively.
Under pressure there, trying to get some space between him. A little bit of a reset though.
Getting caught out reparting there.
But
Doing
they
a lot of
transition
damage.
onto Wem, just so good. They seem to be very able to switch onto
This
the
one
2v1
might go the
very
distance
easily.
again. Being efficient with your health pots and your damage output is massive once you get to these sort of
Absolutely.
high-end
Yeah.
fights.
They're keeping a
Not gonna be able to
lot of
quick-
pressure on Wem and Bull.
Wem goes
Wem
down.
does go
Yeah.
down.
And
Whoa.
there goes Bull.
Yeah, Wem still had a couple of potions left, but he hadn't got them onto his hotbar. I mean, we were about to reach the no pot zone there.
The no pot zone.
The no pot zone.
I went to the no pot zone.
Nice. Still don't see a lot of pom-poms in the audience, folks. You too could have pom-poms in your hands. And be on stream. For the low, low price of /db space search space, I don't know, what's the name of it?
It's if you do DD search missing, you'll be able to pull it up.
Missing, yes, missing, I believe. Missing texture, for example. Oh, there's a commentator box. Nobody told us we were supposed to be in the commentator box. Why did we're supposed to spawn NPCs in
of
here.
its own.
Hold on, I can solve this problem. All right, let's see. NPC create.
Oh no!
This is probably a bad idea.
Well, looks like I know. Getting close.
Are they fighting? Should I be down there
Not
watching?
quite. We're not
Okay.
quite there yet.
All right, good for us. I'm sure that won't cause any weird server problems that crash anything or whatever. I see some pom-poms. I see additional pom-poms. Makes me happy.
I'm really glad I don't have sticky keys enabled.
Nerves are just so high. The red team having a hard time showing up. There they are. They're ready. Can they pull it off? Can they defeat the high pingers
This could be our
or
first
low pingers?
first matchup that goes to 3 rounds. I really do believe it.
You think so, huh?
I honestly do. I think it's that close.
He thinks it's close, folks. That's all I got.
It's gonna happen.
Not quite sure what the holdup is. Just draining their fire is.
They're just trying to mentally prepare.
Just trying to waste the
Everyone
pots before a fight. I don't know.
Okay, it looks like they're ready.
mental preparation going on.
Trying to knock them back into the or out of the ring again with the arrow. Didn't work this time.
Oh, nice hit
Mario
on
gets
Bull.
a shot off there.
Two
And
of
another
them.
shot off
Again.
on Bull. Definitely sapping some of his saturation.
Wem in a little bit of trouble there.
They're staying on bull though.
Running straight in, yeah, but he ran straight in between both of them, taking a lot of hits.
Mario's trained on bull right now.
Yeah, they're definitely targeting him in this fight. Nice arrow shot there to get Mario away from them. Trying to gang up on Lighty, they might have him here. Not quite. Mario coming to help out.
Now Wem is so isolated. Bull is just over there trying to fix his
Obviously
inventory.
confident that he can hold his own. But this is not efficient pot usage, and this may come in later.
Absolutely. If this match goes to the distance again, Wem's definitely going to be in trouble here.
Bull getting a lot of damage on Mario right
more
now.
aggressive.
Oh,
They're
and
gonna
changes
have to
his
try and
mind.
drop
They-
someone.
lot
And
of-
Lighty's in
they've
trouble. Lighty
got
may
him
go
in-
down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
How is
Yeah.
Lighty still alive? I don't understand.
I don't know either.
How does he even have any pots?
Oh my god.
He's got
Now
one health
Lighty
pot
in a
left.
bit. Bull struggling, Bull struggling.
Lighty is out of
Oh, and
health
Bull goes
And he's
down.
down.
pots. Bull is down, but Lighty is out of health pots. This still, I feel like this could go any way.
Well, if they time this right and get the 2v1 and get Wem quick drop, that's got to be the strat.
They might be sharing potions if they're smart.
Wem still has a
Did.
bit of health pots here left.
I think
Which
you're
one?
right, Crypt. I think that's exactly what just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, but he goes down anyway.
They took him down.
Decisive victory.
Chunky
Sparky, you were
Monkey's
totally
taking on
wrong.
third place place.
I absolutely was wrong, yep. Rather unfortunate.
Oh, I got my wish. Epic Gamers versus 5MS. Well, I know it's supposed to be 5MS gang, but we'll go with Gamers for my my own ego. But
I
first,
assume the bronze match will take place first.
it should do, and I don't know if that's gonna be. You might have to do a reload, Mag, because I don't know that the thing's gonna pick that
Oh,
up
of course, we're
correctly.
on a new round, aren't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I don't. You might even have to do it after the third place.
Yeah,
match.
I imagine I will.
Strangely, I don't know why it isn't filling out the bronze match automatically.
It might be that it wants to do the bronze match second.
It might.
Yep, confirmed they're definitely doing the third place bronze match first
Okay,
prior
well,
to the finals.
Well, we'll see what the thing comes up with.
see if it lets them. I don't know that it's going to. Oh, it updated. Let me switch the bracket. Maybe that's.
And it looks like we have who in the third place match?
It's the Chunky Monkeys and the Covenant
Covenant
Smash.
Smashers.
Or Smasher, singular, which is a bit odd, but...
There we go.
There's only one Covenant to smash.
Curious how, I believe there was a betting booth on winners. I'm curious who the favourites came out to be.
I will say I bet on Zlane and I was to win, so I definitely lost like a stack of gold.
Ooh, that's tough. It would be nice
That's
to-
a big oof.
It'd be fun to formalize that somehow, so we could actually see like the betting pool and whatnot.
And we could have full-on odds for people. I think.
Oh,
I
yeah, we
definitely
should.
spent like at least 9 stacks of cores.
Really?
Of course. Wow. These these
High roll
tournaments are
over.
more than just fun to watch people fight. There is some serious money and valuables that get thrown around when
Yeah, I think a
these
stack of
tournaments go
cores
down.
is like almost 4,100 shards.
That's a lot of shards.
It is a lot of shards.
Right? You think everybody's taking screenshots with the NPCs? Because it kind of looks like it. I like that our NPCs keep our titles and stuff. We should have. Can you put an NPC in seated position? We probably should have put them in little chairs.
Not without, there's a further plugin required for that, or an add-on to sit the other.
Really? That's excessive.
I'm pretty sure that's...
No, Thanius.
And we,
Well, that's gonna get spammed. Yeah, there it is. Classic. Yeah. I'll be in Cryptic Cove. That's what you all get. I was trying to avoid having colors on my thing, but oh well.
It's fine.
Well, let's see. Who do we think's gonna win this match, folks? Who will be the third place victor today?
Place your bets now.
Waka waka waka. Wham or Bull? Whim and Bull. Or Such Skills and Q2. I honestly couldn't tell you. This is a tough one.
I think Coven Smashers might just take it. I think
I'm inclined to agree.
I think Q2's gonna and Such have just got the edge on them. But immediately going into their 1v1.
Their pairings.
Trying to double team Wem here. Wem getting himself in a bit of trouble. Now Bull's in trouble, trying to bail Wem out.
Really stuck in that corner there.
Wem coming off second best in his 1v1 with Such Skills, and Wem might be in big trouble here. He's trying to use the bow just to get away, and they smell blood.
Whoa, Wem. Everybody's stopping in corners.
Bull's left behind a little bit. Such Skills trying to bow boost towards Wem there.
Wem in trouble once again.
Oh, now Such Skills kind of reaping it.
Yeah, I think the thing I've noticed between Wem and Bull is their teamwork is not great.
Wem goes down.
No, yeah. Coordination issues.
Oh, Coven Smashers.
They are
still a best
smashing.
of 3 though. Need to win one more to secure that 3rd place.
Oh, we do have some more vomit in the arena.
Oh darn.
There's pesky VIPs.
Someone perhaps very upset at the result.
Just makes them sick. Oh. Activity on the Stromgarde TV. That's not. He's not facing me. That's confusing. That's confusing. Or is he? Maybe he is. How can you know? How is it possible to tell?
That's
Shout out to the 76 players online on the server at the moment. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for input. Hope everybody's having a good time. Hopefully the myriad booths and stalls run by the various Lokans throughout the community are adding fun and also emptying your pockets.
Yeah, we should start putting like taxes on all the stalls. The server should get like a 15%, dividend.
Yeah.
Well, or the town that's hosting it as well. Cuts all around.
That would be something right there.
Oh, here we go. This is it.
Round 2. Coven Smashers wins this, they get the 3rd place finish.
Yeah, get that bronze medal. I mean, there's still 2 full sets of enchanted gear on offer. I mean, it's still a
2
decent.
diamond swords, 8 diamond blocks, 8 ancient ingots, 32 iron blocks.
Him finding himself in a corner, as apparently it's his favorite place to be. Take the most
Bull
damage.
miles away from Wem. He's just left him alone. I'm surprised Such Skills went for Bull there instead of getting the double team on Wem, actually.
Q2 seems to tap out a little bit there as Such Skills goes in. But they're back into their 1v1, but they switch right on Wem again.
Wem,
right in the corner, trying to bow boost away.
But all that's going to happen is now Bull trying to take the pressure off Wem is going to need to repot because he'll be low as well. Although he's really going on the aggressive now, and Such Skills is finding himself in a bit of trouble.
Wem getting a lot of
Bull
good
doing really well there, bailed out Wem massively.
Looks like maybe a little bit of a reset here.
Yeah, both sides refreshing.
Here we go. Back into their 1v1s as they started. Let's see if Wem gets stuck in the wall again.
The Wem classic.
Be the wall.
Q2 getting tugged a little bit.
Wem.
Oh, Wem apparently does go down.
Yeah.
And now Bull is in big trouble.
Absolutely.
Wem actually had potions left as well, and it wasn't.
Bull trying to get some more potions onto his hotbar there.
Yeah, he's.
Immediately expends them and he goes down.
Q2 takes Bull by the horn. Says
Coven Smashers take 3rd place. I mean, they put up a really good effort in the semi-finals as well. I think they're well deserving
Absolutely,
of third place. You could argue maybe even slightly unfortunate they didn't make the final and came up against Epic
Yeah.
Gamers in the semis.
Looks like
Congrats
Bobby
to them.
Ravioli and Kifu just a little bit stuck here. I think Bobby Ravioli's too drunk to get back inside.
He is. He can't walk straight right now. It's hard being drunk.
He's trying. Oh, Bobby, come on. You can do it, Bobby.
Come on.
Oh, Bobby.
Come on, Bobby. Do it, Bobby. Oh,
Bobby,
he can't.
please.
Bobby, do it. Oh, Bobby.
Bobby, no.
He just can't. Oh,
So
Minecraft
close.
at its finest. Cubes trying to get over other cubes. Can't do it. Nope.
Oh, Bobby, no. There he goes.
Bobby got zooped right on out of there.
So I believe this is the final round here.
Match game
best
one
of
of the
five.
best of 5 series, and the code does not account for a
Best of
5.
for the final, is it?
Yeah. So the code won't account for that. So after the third match, somebody will appear to have won, but will not be the ultimate yet victor.
So we have Taman, Tryhard, or Taman, whatever you want to call him. Versus Leite.
And try H4 Erd.
He's using it a full for an A. He's tryhard. There's no questioning that.
Okay, Matt can do numbers, but he can't do Qs. He just won't. It's just not in his programming.
I won't accept the Q. Here we go. Both
understandable.
potting up. Slightly cagey opening. It's like any opportunity to get a 2v1 here.
Absolutely.
Lighty finding themselves in a bit of trouble. Lighty again on the back foot, getting stuck into the corner.
Ooh.
Managing to
But
escape.
Taman
there.
is just now bleeding Pod.
Latte peeling. There is a circle of damage going on right now. It's hard to see. Oh, Latte stuck in the corner again, pulling a win. Classic.
Really bad there.
Try hard, stuck in the corner. A lot of action in this corner.
Yeah,
Everybody's trying to keep each other.
If they're not
Yeah.
careful.
Nobody's refilled their hot bars quite yet, and so Lite knows that. Banging on try hard pretty quick. Oh boy, Lite's really got him pinned.
Look at him go.
Amazing, he was able to survive
Knocked
that.
up onto the wall, thankfully.
A ton of damage. Temin trying to get Sleepy Mario, but Lite peeling very well for Mario. And Temin goes down.
Taman goes
Down.
down.
Oh, Temin! Try hard goes down. It's all about that 5MS gamers.
5MS is pretty huge.
It's pretty small, really.
I don't like it.
You don't have to. It's not what any of this is about. Why is it going away from me? There we go. Bobby Ravioli once more. Manages to get out and oh, he's throwing up all over the. Oh gosh, what an absolute mess. Will nobody take care of this hole? He wants back in, but I don't think he really does.
Bobby, no. There you go. He's got the hacks.
Ah, dang. Didn't quite get the puking part. That one's on me.
Looks like we got some free XP there. Don't mind if I yoink.
Those are some weird anime eyes.
Taman and Tryhard ready straight away. They are quick on repotting. They want to get straight back in there and take this.
They're ready for
round
it.
two.
MS Gamers, 1. Epic Gamers, 0.
Here we go.
Let's
and
fight.
they're off.
This is for match number 2. best of 5.
Just dancing to start off there, eyeing each other up.
Tryhard goes down
Tryhard
very
goes down.
quickly.
Yes.
Really, I don't even know what happened there.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily for them, it's a best of 5, so losing this is not the end. But they will have to overturn a 2-1 if Taman can't 2v1 here.
Which is very
Definitely
tall
does not seem likely. He's in trouble here.
Just trying to get his health stabilized.
Might keep keeping up that pressure
Dude,
while
stay
Mario
alive.
peels off.
I don't know how he's gonna, and he does go down there trying to repart. 2-0, but it's not over. This is first to 3.
We'll see if
Different gamers will have to win 3 on the bounce now. It's the only way they can come away with the title.
by some luck, they can turn it around. That would be quite the upset.
Well, they've been dominant throughout this tournament. They've, you know, very, very close semi-final against Kifu and such skills, and they still managed to come away from that one with the 2-0 victory. So it's certainly not out of the realms of possibility. They're very, very strong combatants.
A diamond. What's that doing here? What are you doing here?
Ray Award setting up the rainbow fireworks. Or is it Sparky? No, it's Sparky.
It's not me.
Oh. Sure looks like you.
This could be it, folks. This could be the final.
The texture pack is an old version of a resource pack called Germ. J-E-R-M.
Little taste of germ.
A little taste of Germ.
This could be the final round.
Yeah.
Ooh. Damon getting hit with that arrow right there.
Somehow, Froggy has made his way into the arena.
Oh no.
Hopefully that does not interfere with proceedings.
Tryhard goes down
getting taken
very
out
quickly
while
again.
Chasing Mighty. This is gonna be it, I think. Taman has got to do everything.
It's pretty much a victory royale. A solid 3-0. Flawless victory.
Mighty and Mario came to lose.
Again, Taman not going down straight away. He's putting up one hell of a fight.
Absolutely.
Gotta go down swinging in the finals. Gotta
Very
go down
tremendous.
swinging.
Oh, and he does go down. That's the 3-0.
That's it. That's all
That's
she
it.
wrote, folks.
It is. 5MS Gamers coming out on top.
Congratulations to the 5MS gamers, both of whom will receive the victor title, as well as a myriad of delicious Lord gear and swords and armor.
24
By the
diamonds,
record.
13 gears, 2 Lord God swords, 2 full sets of named max enchanted diamond armor. No thorns.
Here's your final bracket, folks. 5MS gamers took it all the way to the end without dropping a single game. In fact,
Undefeated.
there was not a single game in this entire tournament that wasn't a complete sweep. That's crazy, actually.
They've either got it or they haven't. I mean, there was some very, as I say, the Common Smashers versus Epic Gamers semi was super, super close.
Very.
Could have easily gone back and forth.
And now we do a little bit of an all-out brawl in the battle. In the, of course, the Epic Gamers are still getting killed. Oh, it's all over the place now. the old TP all. It's tempting, but I don't think as an admin we ought to do that. But it'd be funny.
Oh, Rayward finally showing up.
All right,
Yeah,
just in
he
time
was
for
around earlier in the
Well, it's
stand.
just a little bit late.
I'm sure he'll have some explaining to do to Silence Storm.
Well, we appreciate you all coming out to join us this afternoon in the frigid wastelands of northern Calros to the First Official Stromgarde Tournament. Things went pretty damn smooth, and I would say a big congratulations to the Stromgarde crew for hosting their first tournament. It went really well, and I assume they'll be running another one. I think they said they had an interest in a 1v1 tournament in the future, so I think it's time for Zlan to see if he can hold on to his champion
Put up or
1v1
shut up.
title, or lose it to a brand new player. We're going to call it a day, and again, hope you guys had fun. As always, like, subscribe, comment, yada, yada, yada. Follow our Twitch stream for future tournaments, and keep your eyes peeled on Discord for any announcements coming up. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Bye
Cheers.
forever.